Alright, Aoi, what's your thing?
I can't wait to find out.
This is a serious emergency. Please, please, you gotta help me.
Just calm down, okay, Hina?
But it's an emergency.
An emergency? What happened?
Something went wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange.
We already saw that. Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? I didn't say out loud. What should we do, Byakuya? Please, step on my balls and tell me I like it.
Since it's Toko,
He likes her.
I must admit, I'm intrigued. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her.
Ah! Are you sure?
Alright.
What a
What'd
jerk.
you
I
say?
will not.
I didn't expect that. I thought for sure he'd just say no and that'd be the end of it.
Okay, come on, hurry.
Wait for us, Hina.
She's like crawling on the ceiling and spinning around.
I'm so pumped up!
It looks like she's headed to the dorms. To Toko's room, most likely.
You're right. That's
It
the only
smells-
thing that would make any
Probably
sense.
smells like cabbage in there.
Yeah.
What's in Junko's room? We'll have to check that out on free time or something if it's
Heck
not
yeah.
locked.
It is
I
locked.
think it was Celeste who told us that everything's locked from the people who died.
She already tried.
You guys are so slow.
Too slow.
Too slow. You're
Too slow!
I think you're just too fast.
So, what's this emergency?
Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could just lay down.
But she just fell on the floor. She wouldn't even climb on bed when we let her go.
After a while, we came back to check on her, you know? See how she's doing? But when we did, it's just weird. She refused to come out, and she kept saying all this weird stuff.
Weird stuff, like butt stuff.
We should try talking to her ourselves.
Yeah, good idea.
Okay.
Hey
Oh,
Toko,
no.
you alright? I want you to fuck me, Jerry.
I may as well give it a shot.
Ding dong.
The door swung open slowly and silently.
Can it
Please
really...
tell me you don't have the...
Oh.
I don't like this one bit. Oh, holy crap! An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
What?
What? Oh, wait.
Nothing. It's just.
I'm gonna read this because I hate our guy's voice actor.
No.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Room. Leave me alone. Yeah, sure thing. But could you open up just for a
But
second?
the voice we gave him is so much better.
I know, Tanner, I'm sorry.
Allow it.
The demons.
Won't let Genocide Jack have control.
Okay.
She's possessed by Genocide Jack.
Apparently.
And just like that, she slammed the door in my face.
See, bloodlust. Whenever she sees blood, she goes boom,
Yep.
Oh.
or smells it, or
Well, where'd she see blood before murdering Chihiro? Maybe
I mean,
Chihiro
maybe she just
got
has-
her period.
Genocide Jack went off.
his period.
Whoa, what was that?
She's been acting like that the whole time when I rang a little while ago.
Is it gonna do the same thing we just saw? Never mind.
Oh, sorry. I'll drive out the killer, drive out the murderous fiend.
Doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door.
How'd that go?
But it felt like something was holding it
Yeah, never mind, I was right.
holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it.
Toko was scared enough to even bar her door?
Good old Jekyll and Hyde story.
Yeah.
Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro?
Why do you not suspect anyone ever main characters?
Yeah, he's not
Dumb piece of shit.
very, very unintelligent. Is that why Toko's so scared?
Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her?
Yeah.
Hey, Byakuya, you got a big dick. Why don't you see what she...
Hey,
Slap it on the door a couple times. I know that sound anywhere.
Hey, Byakuya, you think you could ask her? Come out for room, I mean.
Sure, whatever.
Opens the
Huh?
door.
You're gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Wow, I guess you can be nice when you want to.
Shut up.
He knocks on it, he goes, Hey, Snookums. Could you open up that door for me, sweetie? She's like, Mom? Is that you?
Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and just pressed the doorbell.
Ding dong.
After a few moments,
What do you want?
leave me alone, you're all so annoying. Bacula.
What?
It's Byakuya.
They actually put that joke in. I'm sorry I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry, never again. I won't let Jessie Jack have control ever again.
Promise. Okay.
And with that, the door slammed shut.
Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off.
There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation before she frames me for this crime.
Hold on! Hey, Bacula, what was Toko just talking about just now? Something about a promise?
It's Byakuya. Oh, and I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure.
But,
If I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her.
Yeah,
Oh.
stupid woman.
Yeah, okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
Let's
I mean, I didn't have any plans or anything.
Well then, let's go.
Without waiting for a reply, Bacula sped away. Bacula!
So this
You
is
know-
it now, huh?
Yeah.
And I hurried to catch up.
Arms flailing behind my back like a true ninja warrior.
I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept on walking towards his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library?
Come on, let's go in.
Wow, look at all these Nomicons!
Is he gonna strangle us with that lamp wire?
Oh, I can't wait.
Oops.
Come on. Oh.
There's no point in checking. We need to find real clues. Okay.
Oh, shit, you already checked in here, huh, nerd?
Lamp.
Yeah, okay.
Knock it off. Why does a desk lamp matter right now?
Do it again. Try something else.
Okay.
No, not.
Okay,
You said
fine, I'll
do it
try
again.
something else. This. There are no clues there. We need to check elsewhere.
I wonder how many of these they programmed in.
Here.
I mean, probably one for each thing you can click on. If I remember, on the other side of this door, it's the archive, right?
Hurry up and go inside. Why didn't we go in there?
Oh, here?
Let's go.
It'll all make sense once you're inside.
This is suspicious.
Why don't we just start in here? Why do you make us like a look around?
It's pretty boring in here.
Yeah.
Whoa, there's so many Nomicons and files! And so much dust, too, I said out loud.
In other words,
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust.
Yeah?
Neato burrito, my boy. More lamp action.
Yeah!
Let's get that lamp. Huh? It's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Bayek,
What are you talking about? There was already a lamp out
using
there.
the library. He doesn't have any object permanence, okay? He can't remember things he can't see.
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, then I moved it over there.
Then when we were walking into this room, I moved it back before you walked in.
It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. Neat. Hit it, boys.
Dude, we're getting like 3 coins per coin.
I know, right? Oh, that's because
Yeah, I know why, but I thought it would only double it.
Yeah, me too.
There's a wooden box. It's empty. Although, judging by the smudges in the dust, it looks like there was something inside. Rope? I wonder what it was.
There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library.
Yeah, I bet it only proved useful once, smart guy. An extension cord, huh?
You know what we still haven't done yet?
What's that?
Looked at Chihiro's body.
Yeah.
That's fine.
This shelf is stuffed tight with files that for some reason are the size of books. Without really thinking about it, I picked one at random. Bush did 9/11, oh my gosh!
Oh, you have a sharp eye indeed to select that file. That's the report on a presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library.
Does Japan have presidents?
It was for John F. Kennedy. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now?
Please look at it.
There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it.
Without making a sound, I return the file to the shelf. Man, I'm a pussy.
I know, right?
There's so many files stuffed onto the shelf. What's in all of these things?
That's enough.
Those documents are dangerous.
Dangerous.
Sharp teeth.
They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner.
You mean like members of the Diet or something?
What?
The Diet?
No, I mean the ones with real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows.
What is the Diet?
I don't know.
Is that a
man.
Japanese thing?
I guess. If you're ready to be disappeared for it. What does that mean?
To be disappeared.
That
Like they're gonna make you go away. This is
that
a
doesn't
common
sound,
phrase.
That doesn't sound grammatically correct.
It's
though.
not grammatically correct, but that's the joke.
Okay.
Or that's the phrase.
Take a look at. There's
Inside
some
look.
very interesting people in there.
You're just kidding, right?
Am I?
I'll just let it go for now.
Red. Okay. Up here. I thought there was one up here. Oh, there was a camera.
There's even a surveillance camera here.
Neat. It's one right on top of them.
Yeah, it's the shelf behind him. It'll
Yeah.
say the same thing. There's a ton of thick files stuffed onto the bookshelf.
If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person wouldn't ever want to look at. Be careful.
I go to bed reading these. Huh? What do you mean?
All those files are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak.
Oh.
So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in this library is because of this room right here. Did he just bring us in here to be like, ha, look at all this stuff you can't read because you're a commoner? It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see.
Dude, he's poor shaming us.
Isn't it magnificent? You can't see any of it. Ha, ha, ha.
This can't be for real, right?
That's your guys' problem.
Oh, us guys now.
Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it a lie.
Well, it's not that. It's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together?
I suppose it goes to show just how much power Hope's Peak truly wields, or perhaps the mastermind may have wanted it to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored.
It's no use. I can't keep up with all this. It's just too unreal.
What's wrong? You still can't believe it?
What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible.
What do you mean, usually? Usual, normal, ordinary, simple? Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything.
You don't pull punches, do you, Mr. TED Talk?
Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right?
And I mean common.
But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? The documents gathered here are genuine. I have reviewed them multiple times, so there's no doubt.
Don't speak. I need... That's a No Doubt song.
Okay.
That's the second time.
I'm gonna do it every time now. But hold on a second. You're saying you've read all these documents and more than once? But all this has to be like top secret confidential stuff, right? So why?
My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty.
Huh?
Members of the Togami family have access to any variety of government related
Document-related government.
Yeah. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic.
Huh, how is that possible?
I already told you there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows.
Is this Illuminati stuff?
My family is a member of that council. And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim without a doubt that the materials gathered here are the real thing.
He's so boring.
This is beyond
Right.
believing or not believing. Bacula is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind.
And what always interested me the most were the cold case police investigation
That
reports.
seems like the least interesting stuff here.
Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. And among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case.
As he talked, Bacula grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
That's right.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack cases has been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way.
Bloodlust is written in blood and the victim's body is suspended? It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. Wait! Does that mean Genocide Jack killed Chihiro?
Save your surprise, the best part is yet to come. For the second characteristics, where the victims are suspended. The only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out.
Huh?
In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about this act of mounting the victim.
Oh.
Now if you recall Chihiro's corpse,
Yeah, let's flash back to it again.
her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion.
So, how could the killer have known about suspending the victim?
That's right.
That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple.
So, in other words,
The culprit isn't a copycat killer, it's the real Genocide Jack. Or you.
Or it's someone who read that file, right? Good.
in other words,
That right there is the evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us.
Then Genocide Jack really is.
I gotta sneeze.
Such a brutal, fiendish killer really is walking among us, around among us.
Mhm. Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become part of our little gang. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two.
I love ferrets.
That's not the point, Makoto. If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself.
Alrighty.
Alright.
So is
New
Toko
button.
being Genocide Jack too obvious for it to be true, or is that just what this game is?
I don't know,
This game
Tanner.
is usually pretty obvious about all this.
That kind of stuff we'll need to go over in the next episode.
Oh!
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.